Hey guys, when you think of Japan, what's the number one thing that comes to your mind?
Tokyo?
No? Okay, what's the number two thing that comes to your mind?
Anime?
No.
Sushi?
No.
Ramen?
Okay, let's get away from food. How about nature?
Bamboo forest?
Okay, you know what? The answer I was looking for was Mount Fuji. Taking a photo of Mount Fuji is very difficult because you want to know exactly where to go for the best shots, and sometimes doing research online doesn't give you all that information. Well, I'm here to do that research for you and show you 5 locations plus some bonus locations in order to see Mount Fuji and take some great photos and just enjoy the experience being close by Mount Fuji. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Number 1, Fujiyoshida. Now this is going to seem unexpected, but one of the best locations to get an awesome photo of Mount Fuji is in the streets of Fujiyoshida. Now this small town is very close to Mount Fuji and is not hard to get to. What makes this shot really cool is the fact that you will not see a lot of tourists here, as it is not a typical location. It is just within the city center. Perhaps in future years this will become a popular spot, but for now, you can be proud to take a very unique photo here. The photo you're looking for is to have Mount Fuji hover in the background of the city streets. The best way to do this is to stand in the middle of the street, but remember, look both ways before you cross. And that means look right first, not left. The cityscape provides an awesome foreground to a photo of Mount Fuji, an easy way to get the day started. Now, let's jump on ahead to number 2. The next location that I would recommend is the Chureito Pagoda. This is going to possibly be the most typical photo of Mount Fuji you will find. Now, in order to get here, you need to get your walking shoes ready. Why? Because you have to walk up 400 steps. It's a long way up to find beauty. But through all that pain and suffering of walking 400 steps, you will see the beauty of why you went there. The amazing view of the pagoda and Mount Fuji in the background is uncanny. It's pretty much what you see in all the postcards of Japan if you were to search up Mount Fuji in Google. Huge tip, come early. It helps to avoid the crowds and helps avoid the cloud coverage. See, I arrived here at 4 in the morning and check out how clear it gets in just 2 hours. Amazing, right? Yeah, I had to wait 2 hours and that was pretty cold, so bring a jacket because I was shivering, and honestly, I could leave my camera and I'd look for sunlight. I was like a moth looking for the flame, just like struggling. I wasn't really that warm at all, but it's amazing, right? Also, another tip, if you arrive at the end of April or around early May, you might be able to have photos with cherry blossoms in them. So if that's your thing, try to schedule for then. Honestly, it doesn't matter when you come here, just make sure you do come here because it's really an awesome shot. And I honestly didn't even think this place existed before, so I'm so happy that I researched this and found it. But enough of the pagoda, let's take you somewhere new. Somewhere that is less popular. And honestly, when I saw it on Instagram, I thought it was fake. But as it turns out, it's my new favorite location. And that's number 3, the Kawaguchi Asama Jinja. Now, in order to get here, I recommend coming by car. Now, you'll need to drive up this mountain. I did see people walk, and the drive is very narrow, but it's worth it. Whatever way you get up here, just remember to take your time at the top. Relax a little, because after all the campsites that you drive by, there's a location that is being renovated to become something that looks more like a tourist location. Either way, right now, it's still in renovation, so there's not a lot of people here. And at this location, you will see a red torii gate by itself at the end of the grass aisle, almost like you're at a wedding. But if you maneuver yourself and camera in such a way, you can get the mountain over the torii or even within it. Either way, this location was so serene, so peaceful, no one around. It was nice. Just you, the gate, and the mountain. Pure epicness. Now, you can expect this place to be empty most of the time, but there will be a few people, and my guess is in the future, it's gonna get insanely crowded. So try and visit before the hype is real. Now that we got up high, let's go down low to number 4. We take you to the next location that you definitely should get a photo of. Why? Because of how iconic it is. It is the Motosu Lake. Why is this location a must go, you ask? Because if you ever visit Japan, you will have to spend money. And because of that, you will obviously have to see 1,000 yen at some point during your trip. And if you were to take this 1,000 yen and look closer at it, what do you see? Yeah, that's Mount Fuji in it, right there on the back of it in the background. But where exactly is that location? Boom! It's none other than that of Lake Motosu. Top northern, left, northwest corner. You can get the same view as the 1,000 yen bill. Isn't that cool? Yes, it is. That's your answer. I know. Amazing. Hard to focus on both the bill and the mountain at the same time, but it's still cool. Alright, let's take you to number 5. The 5th location I recommend is where I would stay for sunset. It is at the edge of Lake Kawaguchi. It's also nearby a lot of the hotels, so it should be easy to find. I will link the exact location in the description below so that you can easily find it. Now, be warned, Mount Fuji and sunsets don't go hand in hand. Why? Mount Fuji is sort of a big mountain and it's on the west side, so it covers the mountain if you're on this side of Lake Kawaguchi, which means you're not going to really see the sunset. It'll be gone, covered by the mountain. But that doesn't mean this isn't a really nice location. I came here for sunset. I think you can come here at any time of the day, but when the sun's no longer there, it makes for a really blue sky and lake at the same time, and that right there is a photo you want to get. Now, it's very beautiful, but it's very windy, so be prepared for that. It's not super cold yet because it's not nighttime, but it's getting chilly, so maybe prepare yourself a jacket. It's a nice way to unwind and get some awesome shots of the mountain before it gets dark. Take a time lapse, take some photos, take a selfie, because this is probably the best opportunity for you to take a selfie due to the fact the sun is not out, so you don't take the image of the mountain away, because usually when you take a selfie you only focus on yourself and no longer the background. Anyways, it's a nice location is what I'm trying to tell you. You will have some awesome shots of the mountain, which finally leads me to the bonus shots. Now, I put Oishi Park as a bonus shot because it's a very common location and a lot of people do stop by. So it's popular. So you might be thinking, why is it not in my top 5? It's very touristy to me. I just don't like the fact that there's a lot of people around, so it makes for taking photos very difficult. The photos that you can get here are nice, but I wouldn't consider it something of a relaxing location due to the fact that you have a lot of cars, people, and just traffic, foot traffic here and there. Now, there is a lot of gift shops in this area, so if that's something you enjoy, then this is a location you might like. Just be mindful that there are a lot of people here. Another bonus shot is, well, honestly, anywhere you go. You can see the mountain from most parts of the town. You can see it from the main train station, Kawaguchiko Station. You can find it from my Airbnb. Good morning to you too. You can see it while walking around the town. And honestly, you can just go exploring all over the city for some really cool shots. You might be able to find some nice finds. And if you do, send them over to me. I would love to check them out. Just @ me on my Instagram, I'll link it down below, and let's just see where you guys find. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I hope if you were looking for some clarity of places to go around Mount Fuji area to take some cool photos, you were able to get the info you needed. I wish this video existed for me when I was looking around, but that's why I made it. One final tip, come early. You want to avoid the clouds, which seems to always arrive at the top of Mount Fuji around noontime, which makes the photos a little less intriguing. It's due to the fact that it covers the mountaintop, so you sort of just see a big white blob. But if that's your thing, then so be it. Either way, take my tips if you like. If you don't, you don't have to. So make sure you come early in the days and sleep early, and you'll probably have a great time taking photos around Mount Fuji. It's cool, it's been great, but I gotta get going. Subscribe if you enjoyed because more awesome Japan videos are coming sooner than you think. And I know I've been on hiatus, but I'm back with a vengeance, so I'll see you guys soon. Peace out.